Okay, we have a very interesting thing today.
Pokemon!
Oh, I don't have enough cards.
Our game we played before we started Vanguard.
Yeah, like we mentioned before, Yu-Gi-Oh's been in a very deep trend. One card in particular came out recently that brought this all up.
Let's not.
But we're not going to talk about it now. We'll talk about it later.
I'm going to put a good luck charm down on the field.
Yeah, when we were getting rid of Yu-Gi-Oh, we decided we'd try a new card game. And this one was already available to us.
Yep, and it was picking up a lot of attention from people.
Yep, I don't remember why.
I think it's because all the different...
Something nostalgia.
Yeah, I guess so. So yeah, it was... Yeah, so you guys can start whenever.
Alright.
These are two starter decks.
More or less.
For the most part, anyway. The boundaries crossed Cold Fire and... What was the other one?
Cold Fire and...
Ice Shock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, as I was saying, we were looking for a new game, and we chose Pokemon because of nostalgia, because Yu-Gi-Oh's been hurting everybody.
Yeah.
And the people who didn't want to deal with their crap anymore wanted to move on.
Just 40 max.
Now, Vanguard wasn't very well known at the time in the States because it was only in Japan for that time period.
Yeah.
Free retreat on this Dunsparce is cool, man.
And well, the other games we didn't like. We didn't like Magic from the get-go because I'm just not a fan of their rules.
Oh God!
And all the other card games are just kind of turning into crap.
40.
Like well, I can't remember the names because they don't even exist anymore.
Yeah. 80.
Stop it!
Okay. It's still pretty good. Get in there, Darmanitan.
And then we decided, hey, Pokemon's still around. So we played it for a while.
God, we pulled so many good cards.
Yeah, we did. It was fun at first.
It got pretty broke.
Yeah, it got pretty broke when we came in because, unfortunately, at that time, legendaries were really good.
Still are,
but they were really good.
Freaking Mewtwo.
Back then, it's like, I mean, the thing that made my girlfriend just not want to play anymore was when I used this one Victini. I think I mentioned this before, where if you have a full back row, it does like what, 120?
Yeah, for like nothing too.
Yeah, for like one fire energy and one colorless.
And even now, like this guy's running the format.
Go dual claw.
And
20.
Oh, speaking of my girlfriend.
Oh my! Oh,
20.
hi.
That was weak sauce, QRM. Get on Darmanitan's level.
But yeah,
Guys,
so
Go.
Pokemon?
you can watch the video to learn more. Anyway, yeah. So after she got
God.
After she got done with Pokemon because of that event, we all realized that it wasn't the only thing like that. A lot of decks in this game are getting kind of bullcrap, right?
Narukami was.
And while things are rotated out to make it not as stupid, it's still kind of bad. So it's a fun game to play casually, but I would never do anything outside of just play with friends.
Oh, hey, Elliot, you know what we forgot to do?
Stupid.
Yeah, everything is stupid.
Oh, we're dumb. Let's.
You guys can do your thing while I talk, because I'm not talking again.
We forgot half the rules of the game, guys.
As you can see, it's been a long ass time since we've last played.
Dude, I totally forgot about the prizes too.
I didn't. I was just wondering why they were blank.
Y'all.
Didn't say anything.
Why does the bench not have enough room?
But yeah.
More Dunsparces.
Where did you guys even get these cards?
He bought them.
I bought two starter decks and I bought a couple packs.
Alright, well, Darmanitan's getting in there.
As I was saying, so we couldn't justify getting it anymore because, outside of hating the rotation format, another thing we found that we didn't like was the fact that these exist. There's a lot of extra stuff to carry.
Yeah.
And it's not even cards. So it's like you had to carry them in like a separate little container. Otherwise they'll get lost or broken or something.
Take another 20.
Oh no!
So you got all these damage counters, the burn counter, thingy, poison, whatever it's called.
Too much
You have to
it's
get-
just the stuff everywhere.
Things on things.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
Like I
If
can
you get another one, I
accept
die.
Yu-Gi-Oh having the
Oh,
extra
I
deck and all,
survived.
because you can just put it all in the deck box. But it's not easy to do that, especially when you get stuck on the
Alright, I
bottom.
need an electrical
Yeah.
You
energy.
just dump everything out just to get it out.
Especially
Come on,
since I
do it,
remember in
Paul.
the old days, a lot of starter decks would give you glass marbles.
I
to
love
use.
those glass marbles.
They were awesome, but
Pick
they
another
were
one.
you had to carry them everywhere.
Speaking of, we got a glass marble with us right now.
Yeah. Oh, that one's pretty.
It's like, and the thing is, I like the marble, even if they're even harder to carry around. But it's too
only
much
need
crap.
60.
Too much crap to keep track of.
Yeah.
Whereas something like Vanguard,
Oh, let's
it's
try
just the deck
killing you.
and only the deck.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, Black Hero just died to Domaranitan.
I can't remember any other card games off the top of my head. I remember like Chaotix, but that one really didn't take off very well.
Well, that's a thing.
Duel Masters didn't get remade yet.
And your turn.
Yeah, so that's
This
really.
thing's really bogged down by an old ass resource system and kind of things.
Yeah, basically.
I think one of the only things that makes Pokemon a bit easier to use sometimes is that a lot of times you can just carry around a shit ton of coins and they can be used as weapons.
Yes.
And speaking of that, just a
Go.
tangent here. I was thinking
No
about
trainer cards for me.
reason why Yu-Gi-Oh is still really loved the way it is, despite all the crap they give us. And it occurred to me, there is one thing that game does that no other card game does,
60.
and it's a good and
Head,
bad
another
thing
heads? No.
about it. And that thing is lack of a confinements. I guess is the good word for it. With games like this,
You can literally
you're-
draw into hands where you can't do anything.
Yeah, like
yeah, you
right
don't get to
now.
do anything because you need certain energies or
Well, you just
things
need
to
one
do
head
stuff.
and you kill it.
In Magic, you need
don't do
mana and stuff. In Vanguard, it's not quite like that. You can still play things. It's just certain things won't work as
Sharon,
well
save me.
unless you have things in like one clan or maybe two clans.
That and there's the possibility of grade stuff.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you were talking about.
I was talking about diversity of deck. Yu-Gi-Oh, on the other hand,
Go.
you don't
Yes,
really
you
need
cost
anything
3 to
specific.
retreat.
Archetypes are
Your deck can be
only
retreating.
the exception rather than the rule in that game. Where everywhere else it's the opposite.
Oh, what?
Because you can just you can slap any random monster into deck, whether or not it's a good
default
idea.
60, and then you become paralyzed.
And
to
it's
get
fine
in.
because really it's only the spells and traps that run your thing and your extra deck.
Oh wait, it heals 30, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you're
Which is a
you
good
go
and bad
down.
thing about it. Because on the one hand, yeah, you can use whatever things you want, but on the other hand, that means your deck is almost pointless.
So you'll survive
it's
it.
just your spells, traps, and
I don't
extra deck
have
that
a
do
fire
everything.
to really kill you.
Which
But it's,
20.
to me is kind of sad. It's like, oh, I have this really awesome monster, but
Are they gonna be
it's just
60?
gonna
No,
get turned into
40.
my extra deck.
I know, but yeah, that's the thing. I think that's the reason why Yu-Gi-Oh sticks around despite the crap
Guess
Konami
what?
gives us. Is because you can modify your deck to be very personal, and it's
Damn you,
really
cursed
neat like that.
You can't even escape.
I mean, you can
So
make
bad.
this game personal too, because there's like 5 versions of say him, but there's generally only 1 or 2 good versions of each Pokemon.
That Darmanitan is
1, 2,
doing
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards that literally cannot be played, guys.
Exactly. So it's, I mean, that's why you
20.
kind of sticking around. If it were like any of
one
these
more.
other ones,
Nope.
it probably wouldn't be lasting right now
I love you,
because
but stop.
of their very bad business sense. I also kind of appreciate Vanguard in that sense because
Well, you
while
said you had
it
some, you
doesn't
killed
give you the same diversity
Or-
that
Just an idea.
Yu-Gi-Oh
I'll
has.
kill you anyway. 120.
Anyway, even though it doesn't have the same diversity Yu-Gi-Oh has, it's not as confined as Pokemon or
Damage.
Magic in terms of how you
60
play it.
while he has any damage.
If you agree, Elliot?
Oh God.
I don't think Elliot's been paying attention to a word you've said in the past 5 minutes.
Vanguard, while not as diverse as Yu-Gi-Oh, in terms of what kind of cards you can play in a deck,
Yeah.
isn't as confined
All Squirtle,
as this kind of game.
Definitely.
Energy Surge.
Because
You
it's
can play all sorts of decks in this game, but they all function more or less the same
Do
way.
60
as
to you.
things.
And I flip to see if you're paralyzed.
so I feel Vanguard kind of brings the good of both things into it.
And you're just barely alive.
You can
Yeah.
have the confinement of a clan, maybe 2 clans, so you have something to build off of. But you don't have to use specific cards in that clan to make it work. So you have a little bit of diversity in what cards you can use.
This has so many coin flip effects. I mean, you typically don't use them in a good deck, but good God, Sacktacular.
I still can't believe that one. Oh God, why can't I remember the name of it? And it's right there.
Game of attrition, as you can see.
Yeah, it's definitely a game of attrition. It's very back and
120.
forth.
Still can't believe this thing's alive.
Manatan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just been sitting there going high.
Where did my other 50 damage thing go?
It's the cheeky ass grin it's got. That's covered up right now.
Wow.
It's gonna be a worthy sacrifice.
Yeah, right.
Especially since it took down 3 already.
Oh yeah.
God.
Well, I guess enough about the card game aspect for it. I figure people either don't know this stuff consciously and will know it now, or they do know it consciously and either don't care and are willing to just stay sheep, or do care and have it and have changed to a different kind of game.
Yeah, get your double.
Because with that being said, Pokemon's a fun enough game to play. I just wouldn't do it competitively. Oh yeah.
You probably already told my spiel, so.
Yeah, I mentioned that already.
Yeah, doing video on top.
Right, yeah.
Where's my Luigi's hat?
And we took this opportunity to talk about card games as a whole, why they do it, why they do it work, why you still alive.
Plot.
Because of the diversity of this card.
Quick, use
That and
Dig.
also because people are so willing to drop $100.
Oh yeah, but I mean that's everyone really do that because they can just mix the deck up however they want. But and then we're talking about how Vanguard's kind of the good of both kinds of structures.
Kara, why do you paralyze things? It doesn't make any sense.
And that would
Wait,
actually
what?
just
You do your double draw.
Going this here. Retrieval.
oh you then.
At least this game has cards like this, so you don't like totally run out of resources.
But why?
Yeah, I don't get it either. So yeah, dig! I became invincible!
Oh God! The actual video game.
Energy retrieval.
50% chance of you being unable to get hit. Most unused move ever next to Splash.
More turtles.
Well, but enough about that. Let's talk about the
Screw it, I
Pokemon
can't even
games.
paralyze you. Go.
Actually, all offensive attacks.
As of this video, a new Pokemon maybe has been revealed.
No, it was confirmed as a form.
Was confirmed as a form?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, a new Mewtwo form has come out.
He's a bottle opener.
I guess you could say that. There's also Super Boo.
Super Boo!
I figured that would be the case. That would be a form because of the poster that I was talking about before.
We just want to know why.
Hello, White Kingdom.
Why?
Why? Which thing? Why does it look like that? Why
No.
is it a
Why is it
form?
a form?
Why is it a form? Why give one of the most powerful Pokemon in the game a new form?
Yeah, because that's the thing about
Totally
Pokemon.
involved.
Yeah, I saw the new form from you too.
Yeah, because that's the thing about Pokemon. It
You
power
dig?
creeps a lot. Most of the first gen things don't really compare to the most recent one in terms of stats.
Yeah.
Except for
Die, then
Mewtwo,
you'll get off an
who
attack. and
is
kill my
still the
thing.
best Pokemon in the game due to his speed and power. Yep, being faster than Arceus means that he can beat Arceus, which means he's better than the most powerful stat-wise Pokemon in the game. And Venusaur too, but that's a different story.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, detail.
Invincible.
But that's the thing. He's the most
Force of
powerful Pokemon in the
Legends.
game. They have a whole generation of Pokemon they could have given a power up to. And
Go.
it chose the most powerful Pokemon in the
Where's my
game to
last
do it
voice?
with.
Well, you could have
Yeah, that is
retreated.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I was really hoping it was going to be Mew 3.
I'm
Yeah,
killing.
a separate Pokemon would have been cool.
Now it's just like, why would you do this? Why not give, name one Pokemon for Gen 1 you
Take
wish
your
had a power
two.
up.
Arcanine could use a power up. He should become part dragon.
There you go. Arcanine Part
He's
Dragon.
already the legendary Pokemon.
Wait, who?
Arcanine.
Arcanine.
His species is legendary Pokemon. Yeah, that's his species name.
Originally, he was supposed to be one of the legendary birds, but then they decided, you know what? 2 of them are birds. Why not make the 3rd one a bird?
Waterfall on you.
Oh god!
And
This isn't
the thing
even
is,
killing me, this
despite
thing.
being in Gen 1,
I know.
with no being fire Gen 1, no less, he's still pretty okay. If I recall,
no,
he's
one-shot,
in
you know.
UU right now,
Yep. And then
and it's
you
mostly
win.
because of his decent speed and really good attack and special
Well,
attack.
Elliot won.
And they gave him some new moves in Gen 5, which was really nice. Like, they gave him,
They give him access to a dragon
Oh,
move if
wow.
you want him to be a
He's
dragon
this
slayer.
guy.
I believe it's Dragon Pulse.
Yeah.
No, it was Outrage.
Outrage, right? It was Outrage. He got Outrage so he can hit dragons if you really need him to, which I do.
Yeah, and Outrage is a great move.
And he also has access to Snarl. So if you want to build the Arcanine that
Oh, this.
Kills your opponent's special attack.
yeah, because he's Intimidate makes them lower the attack. Give him Will of Wisp to further lower their attack, and Snarls to hurt them and lower special attack if they're a special attacker, or a mixed thing. So Target's got some cool new moves. One of the more favorite.
Still makes me laugh.
Oh yeah, I'm bored. He's one of the more favorite Pokemon of Gen 1. I'm talking, so I'm not going to stop in the middle of a conversation.
You will stop.
Anyway, I'm just going to look at people now.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. You powered.
I've already been on this camera. Why are you
But
hiding?
anyway, he's really well liked for a Gen 1 Pokemon. A lot of people like him. Thank you. It's like they could have just given him the form since he was originally started out to be a legendary anyway.
There's so many Pokemon that could use it.
I don't know what they're doing anymore.
I don't know.
But
Lapras is another one that they could have done.
Lapras, oh my god.
It could use one. People like it also. It looks like it could become something awesome. So again, why did they give Mewtwo it?
on that random note, some of those fakes are just super fun.
Oh yeah.
Porygon 3D!
Porygon's fine where it is.
Man, he's already ape as it is. He doesn't need more.
The fact that you can run
Porygon 2 and 3.
2 or 3, well, that's Z, who cares? It's the 3rd form of Porygon. But the fact that you can run him as either a pre-evolution or
Porygon
a
Z.
full evolution,
Yep, he's pretty
great.
great. He can run either way and kill people.
he's awesome.
I like.
He just does it slower.
Yeah, I like that Jinx fake one that was showing up.
Wait, what?
One that looked like Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, that one was pretty funny.
There's that Drowsy Freevo with the fat nose. I'd call it.
Actually,
I'd call it a Junose, but we already have that Pokemon.
Everybody loves Probopets.
Yeah, Probovast, you so racist. Oh yeah, that's actually a tangent to another conversation we were having.
Probopet's really racist.
It is racist, but only to white and Jewish people. And Asian ones too. Because they got the Snorlax and Hariyama, Asian is gonna be fine. Probovast Jewish is gonna be fine. Mr. Mime is just Mr. Mime with his.
Jinx, not allowed to be
But Jinx
black.
can't be black. Like,
There's also Ludicolo.
oh yeah, and then look at the best Mexican we've ever seen.
I love Ludicolo, you racist asshole.
But yeah, but no, it's Jinx that has to go. Even though there's no actual confirmation of its actual origins, and the other ones clearly have an obvious one, that's the one that has to go. And become purple. Yeah, things. Oh yeah, that's ours.
Maybe because African Americans have always been on top of racism. They've always been like, you know what, this is terrible, let's fight it, let's make it stop.
And I can understand why, because African Americans have a pretty bad history in the U.S.
So you
Just
have
in
every
case
right
you
to point
didn't
out.
know.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, for some reason, African Americans, up until about 50 years ago, didn't really have a good rep
Yeah.
or much respect.
Anyway, stick to the
But
video.
anyway, we're going on a weird tangent here. We're not going to go any farther on that.
It just makes sense as to why Jinx is
But yeah, long.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
go ahead.
you wanna, I guess you can give the Pokemon TCG a spin for like the format, and if you don't like it, you can just quit. I mean, it's set up that way.
Yeah.
But I'd just say stick to the video games. This isn't looking to go anywhere balanced anytime soon.
So yeah, anyone want anything else?
I'm so done with this game unless it's a video game.
Okay.
Too bad you're playing it 2D.
All right then. I guess we'll catch you all later. Bye, everybody. Bye, hissing cat lady.